So as I said, the first thing is, yeah, you must create an idea of who would your dream client be. You must have a client must statement. Yeah, you need to create those expectations and those boundaries. The next thing is you need an offer menu. Yeah, remember when I said that, the first thing in business is that you need to have something to sell. Yeah. Coaching is one of the most challenging things to sell. And most people don't know what coaching is. Yeah, so you need to create your own special offer. Yeah, using words that you communicate to bring that message across. Like when you go to a restaurant, and I had this very interesting insight around the idea of helping and serving. Yeah, when you go to a restaurant, one of the things that I love about restaurants is that when I go, there's a menu with everything that the chef is gonna prepare. And then there's stuff that I like and stuff that I don't like. Yeah, and then the waiter would come and then she'll ask me, she or he would ask me, yeah, what would you like today, sir? Yeah, and I look and I see, oh, this is what I need. And then I'll tell them, so I know what I need, the waiter know what I need, and then they bring it to me.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday and we take questions and answers from the audience. Some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
So the topic for tonight is how do you get your next dream client? Yeah, that's the big topic tonight. And I'm going to be walking you through how exactly you should go about getting your next dream client. And the idea is don't trust me, just listen to me. What is for you would be definitely for you. So as I said, I have a few announcements. And the first announcement is if we just take notes and you're not taking action, I'm not going to feel bad if you don't get results at the end of this training. Yeah. As we know that insight without action is worthless. Now, that's the first announcement for tonight. The second announcement is that, if you're committed to doing the work right now, I want you to make an internal commitment. And for those of you, you can drop your commitment inside of the chat. Yeah, just hashtag doing the work. Yeah, if you're really committed to doing the work to get that next dream client, I want you to really make an internal commitment with yourself. I just drop some action in the chat and let's know who's going to be doing the work tonight.
At the moment, they're all saying doing the work.
I like that. Let's get it. Awesome. So I'll be asking you guys to assist me while I have my slides up because for some strange reason, Zoom is not allowing me to see the chat because as much as I like to engage with the chat, I have a lot of information that I want to share. So I'll be asking you guys now and again, just checking in the chat and just give me some feedback so I know where we are. Well, this is me, obviously, and my name is Deano Delpleash, and I'm a high-performance coach, and I'm on a mission to make leadership sexy, and maybe you'll be asking, what do I mean by that? Yeah, I'm on a mission to help high-achieving leaders and coaches really level up to their highest performance selves so that together we can create an even bigger impact. Another thing is I believe I'm dating one of the most beautiful women on this planet, so if you ever see her, I just want to share her picture there. You make sure you tell her that she's always being reminded. And now this right here is a very interesting event that happened a year ago. Yeah, and if you look really closely, you can see Coach and you can see Deano. And I believe that this coaching session was the coaching session that really shifted everything for me. 2 months after this session, I quit my job and I went full-time into coaching. Yeah, and believe it or not, I was scared. Yeah, I was scared. And it wasn't a decision that, I consciously made. Things kind of happen. For those of you who have lived in China, yeah, there's always these moments where things kind of happen and it's out of your control. At that point in my life, I made a commitment to abandon my pursuit of entrepreneurship. Yeah, I literally signed a contract in my heart and I decided to apply for a job where I was going to be compensated fairly well. And going through the process, I went to the interview, they loved me. And 3 days before I was about to resign from my current job as an engineer, my new employer called me and told me that they would no longer be able to move forward with the process of taking me on. At that point in my life, I felt like I was in limbo. I was like, what the hell? Like, I've already signed my letter of resignation. My team had this send-off party for me. And at that point, I had two decisions to make. One, I go back to my old job. Two, I find a new job. And I can remember this clear as day. I was walking back home from work, and as I was in limbo, trying to figure out what should I do. And I heard this voice in my head. I said, ask for help, ask for help. Yeah. And knowing myself, I usually like to solve most of my problem by myself. But at that point, I know I needed to ask for help. I don't even know if Adrian remember this, but immediately first person who came to mind was Adrian. And I sent him this long voice message explaining everything that is going on. And interestingly, he replied and he said something very confusing, but it put me at ease and it made me feel hope. Yeah, I need to go back in my history and literally heard what he said. And at that point, I decided, you know what? This is a period where all ships are being burnt and I'm going full in. Yeah. And that's this message right here, this coaching session right here. Give me the courage to take action. Yeah. 3 things to know about me. Yeah, I love to drink tea. Yeah. And I don't know if it's because I'm from the Caribbean, because every morning we're drinking tea. And if you love that peppermint tea, you can drop some love in the comment. Yeah. If you know about peppermint, as well as occasionally I love to have my wheat tea with the damai chop. And another thing you need to know about me is that, you know, I love to make things easy. Yeah. I love things to be fun and easy. A lot of times when we come to business, sometimes we have things really serious and uptight, but I want things to be as easy as possible for you. So throughout this training, I'm going to try my best to make things really, really easy. Another thing to know about me is that I love to read. Yeah, and I want to know who my readers are in here. Yeah, if you can go to the annotation tool, yeah, just go to that little pencil and let's circle some of the books I see. Let me see who's on the screen. I see James has his hands up. What are some of the books that you have read that's on the screen that you really love reading? Where are my readers at? Okay, I see the 4-Hour Work Week. That's another amazing book. Yeah, my Man's Search for Meaning. Yeah, that's a big one. Viktor Frankl. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Awesome. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Art of Getting Things Done. How to Win Friends and Influence People. How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And these are all amazing books. It's wonderful to see we have a lot of readers in here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And do you want to know a secret? Do you want to know a secret? Information without action is almost never the solution. Yeah. Yeah, we can read as much as we can. But unless we take action, yeah, information would always be a distraction. Because true learning doesn't happen in the collection of information. True learning happens in the execution of it. Yeah, and I think that's a golden nugget for someone. And if that's a golden nugget for you, I want you to screenshot that and write that down. Yeah. And today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get you into more action than you can ever imagine. That's my mission today, because I want to make it as easy as possible for you to leave this training and take action immediately. So that's my job today. Now, I just want to do a check-in with everybody and see there are maybe 13 reasons why you're here. And if there's a reason that shows up here while you're here, just drop it in the chat. Yeah, I really want to know who I'm working with and where everyone's at. So the first reason is you're not charging enough as a coach. Yeah, you're charging, and at the end of the day, you're feeling this feeling of regret that, you know, I should have charged more, and things are really, you know, challenging as a coach, and you're not charging enough. You feel like you're not charging enough. Yeah, you're attracting broke clients. You're selling at a price you later regret. If that's you, yeah, no shame. Yeah, put it in the chat. I was there before. Yeah, I remember one of my first coaching program in 2020. I was, at that point in my life, I was a fitness coach. I was selling a 3-month coaching program for $97. Yeah. And at the end, after getting clients, I felt regret. So yeah, it's a normal thing. Yeah. You don't know how to price your service. Yeah, that's okay as well. Yeah. You're not a salesperson, you hate sales. Yeah. Like for those of you who cringe at sales, you really know how that is. Yeah. And this is something that I had to work through personally with myself. Yeah, because I'm definitely not a salesperson. Yeah. And maybe you're scared to charge what your offer is worth. And this is also another big one. Most times we don't really know how to put a value on what our offer is worth. Yeah. We don't really have that idea, like, should I charge this amount? Like, why should we charge this amount? Yeah. Maybe you're there. You're unsure if what you do is even worth a higher price. You don't know how to close high-paying clients. Yeah. Another big thing we see as well is that we can feel quite intimidating when we meet somebody who can even afford what we're offering. You're worried that people won't even buy at a higher price if you raise your prices as a coach. Or maybe you've tried doing free work to build your portfolio. You're tired of doing free work to build your portfolio. You feel a higher price means higher pressure to perform. You don't know what to say when you're talking to a potential client. And last but not least, you're scared of what others might think of you if you raise your price. So let me hear what's happening in the comment. Let me know who we're dealing with tonight. Okay, I may need a new co-host. Adrian, are you there? Darko, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you read what's happening in the comment for me, please? Thank you.
Yes. Nenyang, okay, so Gaines Paul Golden Gadget, not a salesperson. Nenyang says, I feel higher price means higher level to perform. Thank you, Nenyang, for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Jay say no.
Thank you.
10. James.
Okay.
James says, yep, just starting out, so number 10 is one for me. It seems from the things you have read it. Number 11 says Jay. Nina Chen says 12.
Awesome. And we can see that we're not alone. Yeah, we're not alone in this. And these are human experiences. So if you have these reasons why you're here, then it's a human experience. Yeah, and that's why you're here. Yeah, that's why you're here. You're here to learn. Yeah, and let me see all those who are excited. Yeah, who is excited tonight? Because I'm really excited about this training. Yeah, I spent my entire week putting this training together for you because I'm really excited to teaching you what I've been learning. Yeah. So what you're about to learn today and do, you better be excited, Darko. Let's get it. Yeah, what you're about to learn today is, how to land clients, make money, and change lives. Yeah, that's what you're about to learn tonight. Yeah. So make sure you take notes. Yeah, but only if you commit to the work. Yeah. One of my favorite coaches, Rich Litvin, and he has this interesting thing that he'll say. He said, the difference between people who have actually quit smoking and those who have tried? Yeah, the people who have actually quit smoking committed, to quitting.
Yes.
Yeah, the people who haven't, they have decided. Yeah, so I want you guys to make a commitment today. Yeah, make that internal commitment. And I want you to know that I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you because you choose to invest in your time and shop here tonight. Yeah. And also in this session is filled with other people who are investing in themselves. So I want you to look in the chat. Yeah, right now, if you're listening to me, look in the chat and just find any one person and just tell them how proud of them you are. Yeah. Yeah. Let's show some love. Let's share some praise as we're here today because we're all on this journey together. Yeah. And Darko, as they're typing, just let me know what's going on as well. Yeah, you showed up and you're investing in yourself to do the work. And I don't want you to take this training for granted because it's free. Yeah. Because what I'm about to share with you, this is information I've only shared with my highest paying clients. So right now I'm showing up and I'm serving you as if I'm serving one of my highest paying clients. Yeah. So I want you to know how proud of you I am.
Nenyang says, proud of Jay Lennis. James says, proud of you, Nina. Nina Chen says,
Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what's up.
forward. Sab says, I am proud of you.
Awesome. Awesome. Loving the energy.
Sabs, NC says, Nina Chen, proud of you, James. And Glenn says, Paul, proud of you. Then
Awesome. I see we're already connected already. And today I'm officially your coach.
I'm proud of Jay.
Let's get it. Big J in the house. And as I said, I'm officially your coach today. So I'm really excited about this today. So let's get this party moving. And at times, I'm going to be behind your back and I'm going to be like, let's go. Yeah, there's a time to celebrate, but there's time when I'm going to be on you. Yeah. So I want you to know that this is a game that we are playing. Yeah, there are moments of celebration, but there's a moment where, you're not showing up as you should, but I'm going to be behind of you. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do today as your coach. Yeah, because after this training, if you follow through and take action, I can guarantee you that you're going to land the client. It doesn't matter what service says you're offering, you are going to land the client. Yeah, and today my job is to evaluate your performance and measure it against your highest potential. Yeah. My job as a coach is to see more in you than you can ever possibly see in yourself. Because I know that you are a leader. Yeah. And I know that you have so much more inside of you. When you're ready to show up and step into that part of yourself, you're going to be moving mountains. Yeah. So let's get ready. Yeah. And you would never maximize your fullest potential without it. Yeah, I've known that since I was a kid, and I stand by that today. Yeah, and this is life usually without a coach. Yeah, you've been missing those swings. Yeah, you even train your bats away. Yeah, and this is life with a coach. Yeah, some of the world's greatest athletes, even though they are high performers without coaching, they have coaches in their corner because they know the trophies that they want to achieve over the long term, consistently. Like just before this session, I was watching the game between Morocco and Portugal. For those of you who are watching the football, and that's a momentous game right there. And it was very interesting at the end. I saw Cristiano Ronaldo walking in the blinds, and this guy, a big man, and he's tearing up. He's really tearing up. Yeah, but he and you see he has his coach next to him. Right there by his side. Yeah. So coaching is very, very important. That's something I stand by. So I want each and every one of you, those of you who are coaches, what you have is so valuable. And I want you to imagine who you'd be today if you had someone keeping you accountable to your fullest potential over the last 10 years. Just imagine. Take some time. I really just look back at your life and imagine if you had that person next to you who you'll check in with, whether it's every week, every other week, every month, over the last decade. Who would you be today? So I wanted to make 3 commitments. Yeah, we were talking about commitment throughout the entire training, but I wanted to make these 3 commitments. 1, I wanted to follow the process, even when it's uncomfortable. Yeah. Maybe some of the things I'm sharing, you've tried them before. Yeah, and you give up and you figure it's not working. I want you to really follow the process. I have this philosophy that if you didn't do it consistently over a 90-day period, then you haven't really done it. Yeah, so respect the process. That's your first commitment. The second commitment is to make time. And when I say make time, you need to have a specific time in your calendar that you block out to get work done. Because distractions, my friend, is going to stop you faster than anything else. The progress doesn't happen by chance. It happens with intention. Okay? And your third commitment is to stop being the best kept secret. Yeah. It serves no one. Yeah. So if you're ready, I want you to type in the chat, it's my time to shine. Yeah. One of the things that I love to do is to have conversation with amazing people. And often I'll have conversations with really amazing people, truly amazing people who still feel, like they're not enough. Yeah, but I want you to stop being the best kept secret. Because there's at least 100,000 to 1 million people don't know what you know. Yes, if you're ready to stop being the best kept secret, I want you to put in the chat, it's my time to shine, my friend. Now, you cannot grow what you do not know. So let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. Yeah. So if this sounds like you, I want to say heck yes or heck no in the chat. Yeah. Let me see how we're doing. So number one is I know where to find clients. Heck yes or heck no. Loving the floor already. I feel ease talking about my offer to someone I just met. I feel at ease talking about my highest price with people. Heck yes or heck no. Yeah, you can put the number and then you can put whether it's yes or no. Yeah.
James,
if you're heck yes for one, you put one no. Yeah. I have an organized business file. Okay. Let me run through them dark one, then they can put the number and yes or no. Yeah. I have an organized business file on everyone I speak with. Yeah. Meaning every potential client you ever speak with, you have a file where you have their name and maybe some notes about that conversation. Yeah. I can confidently answer any question a potential client asks about my offer. And number 6, I know how to shift my offer, messaging, and pricing during this crazy season. And the wonderful thing about this as well is that this also gives you an idea of areas where you need to get plugged in. Yeah, it shows you where you are and where you need to be. Yeah, so also as you're doing this self-assessment with yourself, like checking in and see, okay, check or no, okay, this is where I need to work. So I want to take notes of these things as well. Okay, so let's get and go. Are you ready? Are you ready to get started? Yeah, I hope you're ready right now. Yeah, that was the warm-up. Yeah, now it's time to get into the real thing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so the first thing is business 101. Yeah, before you can land the client, you need to have something to sell. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my granny would make these, we call them sugar cake. Yeah, and it's more or less is like sugar that is burnt, and then we create candies from them. Yeah, and my granny would give me these candies to go through the neighborhood and sell. And that was like our first, little entrepreneurial venture. So before you can land a new client, you need to have something you can sell. Yeah. And business is simply getting paid to help real people solve real problems. Yeah. Getting paid, real people, real problem. Yeah. That's business 101. Okay. But here's where most coaches and entrepreneurs get it wrong. Yeah, this is a big mistake that I found myself in. And this is a big mistake that most of you would have found yourself in as well. You have $1 billion idea. Yeah. You have $1 billion idea. It's like everything is flowing through you. And like you really want to get this out. And then you believe that this $1 billion idea is really incredible and you're proud of it. Yeah, this idea is the idea that's going to change everything for you. So this is what you do. You finally tell yourself, I finally feel like I'm on the right track. Has anybody ever told themselves that? Have you ever told yourself that? Like, I finally feel like I'm on the right track. Yeah. Then you start building your website, you start creating funnels, designing logos, and you start sharing on social media. Yeah. Yeah. You start putting everything together. Then you go to work. Yeah. And then you wait. You wait. You wait. And then you start to wonder what's going on. Yeah. Isn't he cute? Like you wonder what's happening? What's happening? Then you start to get a bit frustrated. Like, why ain't anybody engaging? Why aren't they buying? Like, what's going on? Yeah. Let me know if you ever been here. But you're not a quitter. You're an entrepreneur, and entrepreneurs find solutions, right? Yeah. So you change your website, change your funnel, your logo, and you continue going back to work. Start changing, making adjustments. Yeah, maybe there's something that I didn't do that I need to do. And then you wait. Wait. Still no one bites. Yeah, crickets. Then you get frustrated and you want to destroy everything. Yeah, when it's your cell phone, your desk. Yeah. But the thing is, there is a better way. Yeah. And this is why you're here. I'm about to teach you this better way. Yeah. And it starts with your dream client. Yeah. And it's something that has been quite overlooked. Yeah. Over the last 3 or 4 months, so I've been engaging with a lot of different coaches, and I've been hearing something that has been recurring, and I want to share that with you tonight. Yeah? But before I go there, I want you to know that a bad client is worse than no client at all. And maybe someone needs to hear that. A bad client is worse than no client at all. Now, at the end of the day, what I and I believe you as well want to be is to be able to be your own boss. Yeah, to have the freedom to spend time with your family, and you want to help them when they're in need. Yeah, at the end of the day. Yeah, let me introduce you to a friend called Tim. This is just an alias. Yeah, and Tim took on a client that was willing to pay him money. Yeah, Tim was a relatively new coach, and which led to one of the most stressful time in his life. Yeah, 1 a.m. phone calls, blamed Tim for every mistake he made. Yeah, the client never really get much of his work done. Yeah, they threatened to sue him as well. They threatened to ruin his reputation. Yeah. This client lacked integrity. He lied, and he was overly aggressive. And finally, one day, while sitting at his kitchen table, broke down. Just want to check in the chat. How many of the coaches here have worked with a client that blamed them for the work that they're not getting done? Just want to check in. Darko, what am I hearing in the chat? What am I missing?
At this moment, there is no other thing.
Okay, wonderful. So let's keep it going. Now, you don't just want more clients. You want committed, aligned, and coachable. Yeah. Keyword committed. Another keyword aligned, coachable client. Yeah. When a client is committed, they show up and they get the work done. When they're aligned, yeah, there's symmetry between the relationship that you're creating. And when they're coachable, they understand that what they're going through is a process of change. Okay? So how do you create these conditions for success? And now that's the big question. The question is, my client must. You must have a my client must statement. And what is this? Let me show you an example. Now, when it comes to me and my coaching practice, my clients must be collaborative, kind, graceful, and ambitious. And my clients must value my work, and they must be willing to pay. Yeah, my clients must have world-class work ethic and have a desire to create a world-class lifestyle. My clients must be focused on making a meaning. Yeah. So if my potential client that I engage with doesn't check these boxes, then I have a good idea, a good feeling that they may not necessarily be a great fit. Yeah, maybe some of you may be thinking, but Deano, I want to help everyone. Yeah, who's been like this before? I've been here before, yeah. But even the people who pill it are not at all. What about the people who doesn't value your work and who are always asking for this stuff? What about the negative Nancy's? Those people who are always negative all the time. There are people who doesn't really value other people's well-being. What about people who you can't even help? Yeah, there'll be sometime you'll have a client that you can't even help. What about those people? Now, the idea of having a my client must statement is that this process would help you create boundaries, set an expectation, and reduce stress and headache of working with a bad client. Because if you're not explicitly creating your own boundaries, then client won't respect them. Okay. So what I want you to do, I want you in the next 60 minutes is to write down what are the qualities, the traits, or the characteristics that would bring out the best in you. And how I want you to do this, I want you to start it with my client must, ... Yeah, whatever that is for you. Okay. So using the same model that I've just shared, my client must think about what are your qualities, traits, or characteristics that brings out the best in you. Yeah, so first we want to focus on self, because when you focus on self, this will give you an idea of a person or a client that would match those. Okay, so 60 minutes on the clock. When you're finished, you can share what you came up with in the chat. Okay. You have like 20 seconds. And that's time. So what do we have in the chat, Darko?
Okay, so I started, my client must be committed to his self-improvement. Then
Awesome.
Nen Yang says, clients committed to growth, imperfect action and curiosity to ask. Nina Chen, willing to change, open-minded, respectful. James, my client must be honest and open, be willing to communicate, know what they want, and be free in themselves. Nanyang brings out the best in me, authenticity, imperfect action, consistency. That's her. You're muted.
Sorry about that. Wonderful, wonderful. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Yeah. Now this is your filter. Yeah. This is your filter. This is how you filter all the noise. Yeah. This is where we start with creating this relationship of this dream client that we'll be working with. Okay. So we must have those non-negotiables. We must create those boundaries. And another thing that I also encourage is to explicitly communicate these, yeah? Because when you communicate on this level, it becomes really admirable and your clients would resonate with those words. Because I'll promise you that there are times when you go to a different country where you've never been before and then you meet somebody and it's as if you've known this person for a very long time. Yeah, because there's a high probability that they share the same values, the beliefs, and some of the characteristics that you embody as well. Yeah, so when we explicitly communicate our values like that, yeah, it makes the process even easier. So let's keep this party rolling. I'm gonna bring my screen up again. Yeah, I just want to see your beautiful faces. Yeah. So before buying from you, your dream clients want to know that you deeply understand them. Yeah, so that's why I said start with self, because the first person you have a deep understanding of should be yourself. But they also want to know that you understand their problems. Yeah, what are some of their problems? Yeah, the biggest problem, the things that you won't really hear they talk about explicitly that would keep them in their blankets at night, cuddled up, screwed up, and having those days. They also want to know that you understand what their goals are. Yeah, what are their dreams and ambition? Yeah. And most often, as coaches, we would sell the process. We talk about our offers. And we're not talking about these two things more often. Yeah? But the thing is, the process is what moves the client from the problem to the goal. Yeah. And what I want you to do is to start communicating. Yeah. From these to perspective, problem and goal. Yeah. Just imagine, right? Just imagine you're planning a trip to the Caribbean, and you're going to one of those wonderful resorts right next to the sea. Yeah. And you went to buy a plane ticket. Yeah. And you spend, maybe right now, maybe you spend about 6,000 USD for that plane ticket. When you make that investment into that ticket, yeah, you didn't pay for the ticket. The reason why you pay is for that experience of being in the Caribbean on the beach, yeah, taking in the wind. You're paying for that experience, the goal. Yeah. So even as coaches, as entrepreneurs, we need to sell the transformation. Okay. Remember, you need to focus on selling the promise, not the process. Okay. Nobody cares about how you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Maybe after they have invested. Yeah, but they want to know at the end of working with you, after 3 months, 6 months, yeah, what would success look like? Yeah. What would success look like? Because that's what we do. We create transformational moment. Okay. And I know somebody needed to hear that, so make sure you take a screenshot of this. Focus on selling, or I should say communicating the promise, not the process. Yeah. So as I said, the first thing is, yeah, you must create an idea of who would your dream client be. You must have a client must statement. Yeah, you need to create those expectations and those boundaries. The next thing is you need an offer menu. Yeah, remember when I said that the first thing in business is that you need to have something to sell. Yeah, coaching is one of the most challenging things to sell, and most people don't know what coaching is. Yeah, so you need to create your own special offer. Yeah, using words that you communicate to bring that message across. Like when you go to a restaurant, and I had this very interesting insight around the idea of helping and serving. Yeah, when you go to a restaurant, one of the things that I love about restaurants is that when I go, there's a menu with everything that the chef is gonna prepare, and then there's stuff that I like and stuff that I don't like. Yeah, and then the waiter would come, and then she or he would ask me, yeah, what would you like today, sir? Yeah, and I look and I see, oh, this is what I need. And then I'll tell them, so I know what I need, the waiter know what I need, and then they bring it to me. Yeah, so as coaches as well, we can use this same model. Okay, we need to have an offer menu. And the way you're gonna create this offer menu, yeah, so what I want you to do, if you have your notebook in front of you, yeah, just copy what you see on the screen. Okay, you have your X, Y axis. Yeah. And on the X-axis, you want to have price. And on the Y-axis, you have results. Then you have some steps going up. As you say, lower the price, lower the results, higher the price, higher the results. So I'm assuming you should have already finished drawing this. And at the top of the ladder, you have your iPhone 14 Plus Pro. Yeah, Pro Plus. Yeah. And in the middle of the ladder, you have your iPhone 14 Pro. And these prices are just examples. Yeah, your prices can be anything. It could be lower, it can be higher. So yeah, this is just a model. And at the bottom of the ladder, you have your iPhone 14. And we usually see that big companies do this very, very well. Yeah. So the higher the price, the higher the results. Yeah, then you have something in the middle where it's not as high and it's not as low. Yeah. And then you have something really, really inexpensive. So that way, clients can get started easily. Yeah, and they can experience your work, they can experience what it is like to work with you, and then they can move up. Yeah. Okay, so we need to have at least 3 offers on our menu. Yeah. So just like Apple. Yeah, and you can even label them your iPhone 14 Pro, and then you list the features. Yeah, and this would be your greatest transformation anyone can buy from. Yeah, this is your highest price offer. Yeah, and this can be something that is all inclusive, or it could be something that is really hyper specific. Yeah, it can even be something where you're literally, you know, creating an experience. Yeah, yeah, you're going the extra mile. Yeah, you're doing 110. And the middle offer, yeah, this is just like the 14 plus, but either less time or maybe less features. Yeah, less transformation. Okay. Last but not least, yeah, this is your starter package, your iPhone 14 starter package. Yeah. So just to get them started, this is like the foot in the door. Okay. And this can be anything from a PDF document. Yeah, it can be anything from content that you usually create and share, yeah, on your social media. So you need to have at least 3 offers a coach. And it doesn't have to be 3, but you can start with 3. And as you build out your practice, you can increase them. Okay. So let me see what's happening in the chat, Doc. What are we hearing?
Jay says, I find that many clients do not know what they need, but that they need help. So yes, I can also notice the clients that will come to me, they don't know what they want, but they want to do something.
Yeah, yeah. And at the end of at least at the end of this training, I'll show you how we can deal with that. Okay. But make sure that you know that as a coach, you should at least have a menu, just like a restaurant. Yeah. You should have a menu that communicates what your offer delivers. Because as I said that initially, you need to have your client must statement. And maybe your offer is not right for a client. Yeah. And if you work with a client that your offer is not right for, at the end, yeah, they'll be wasting your time and you'll be wasting theirs. Okay. So a lot of these things need to be communicated upfront. Okay, and it becomes our responsibility as leaders to communicate that effectively. Now, you can decide to do high ticket, high results. I mean, high ticket, high results. You can see that, you know, where can you find one client, yeah, that would really invest in the value that you're bringing, yeah? Or you can choose to go low ticket low results. And as we can see from this graph, yeah, low ticket, low results, yeah, you would need a lot more clients if you're going to hit, yeah, a substantial goal. Yeah. And I know that maybe some of you may be intimidated by this, yeah, and it makes sense. That's why you're here. Yeah, but we got to understand the game that we're playing. Okay. So if we got to think things from a business perspective, yeah, you got to really ask yourself, yeah, how much client do I really need to really create stability? Yeah. And you can decide to go high ticket, high results, or low ticket, low results. And I can remember the first time my coach actually shared this with me. Yeah, I found it intimidating as well until he said this. He said that, you know, for us, you need to ask yourself, yeah, decide how much you want to get paid, and then ask what would need to be included in your offer for you to invest that amount of money. Okay. And this is what I want you to start thinking from that place. Start thinking from a place of value. Okay? So don't be intimidated by this. Okay? And the thing is, if you master selling at 10,000, a 10,000 offer, selling at $100 becomes much easier. Okay? So you choose. Now, I can hear a lot of you may be thinking, yeah, and this is a big one as well. Yeah, I'll start low, then I'll slowly raise my price. Yeah, how many of you are thinking like this? How many of you are in this bracket? And it does make sense. Yeah, a lot of us may think like this. Yeah, but the thing is, you're setting yourself up for an uphill battle every time you raise your price. Yeah, because when you sell at high ticket, maybe you're afraid of raising your price, which is normal. But the thing is, for us, I need you to understand that there's no shame in ethically making a profit. And the key word here is ethically making a profit. Yeah, and that's why in my client must statement, I have that my clients must be able to afford what I'm offering. Okay. So, and the thing is, don't be a jerk. You remember when COVID just happened, I found this to be crazy. I didn't know why a lot of people was going to the shops and buying toilet papers. And did you know that there were people who was buying toilet papers from the supermarket and then upselling it from home? Yeah, don't be that person. Yeah, don't be a jerk. Okay, if you're honest about helping people have an extraordinary experience, an transformation, you deserve to be paid well. I need somebody to really hear this, and maybe you missed it. If you're honestly helping people experiencing real transformation, you deserve to be paid well. Please let people buy from you. I know it may be scary. Yeah. I know it may be daunting. Please let people buy from you. So that way you can pay your bills and you can help others and create even more transformation. I love this line from a poem in Coach Carter that says that there's nothing great about shrinking so that everybody else can feel great about themselves. There's nothing great about that. So please let people buy from you. Right now, people don't need yachts, they need lifeboats. The last 3 years have been extraordinary. They're challenging for every one of us. And we don't need yachts right now. Like the mental health situation right now on planet Earth, if it was at level 10, yeah, over the last 3 years, it's at 100 right now. So people don't need yachts. Yeah, they need lifeboats. They need you as a coach. Okay, so please let them buy from you. Okay, and the thing is, selling high ticket gives you margin. Okay? And what margin mean? Margin mean options. Yeah, so that way, if you decide to give a discount, you can give a discount. And there's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do that. Yeah, and I'm not saying that you should discount, what you're offering, but if you want to, you can. Yeah, high ticket mean that you can dissect. Yeah, you can break your program up and make it customizable for a client that you're really excited about working with. Yeah. High ticket also mean that you can negotiate. So a question I want you to ask yourself right now is, what would your most transformational work look like? Yeah? Like right now, think about it that right now. I want to give you 60 seconds, yeah, on your pad in front of you, and just journal a bit. Be creative with it. What would your most transformational work? As you mold and shape that even more, you can come up with as much different ways of positioning that. Okay, what would your most transformational work? Okay, so before you can build and package or price your offer, you need to make sure that you understand your buyers. Okay, so usually the first part of the process is in ideation. Yeah, you come up with all the ideas and you put stuff on paper, but we need to understand our buyers. Yeah, because not understanding our buyers, this can lead to a lot of frustration, as we see in the beginning. Yeah, you build a website, yeah, and you create a logo and then you put stuff on social media and then no one is buying. Yeah, that's because you don't have a good understanding of who you're selling to. So we need to understand our buyers. Yeah. So there are 3 types of buyers. Yeah? And the first type is the diehards. Yeah, when I talk about the diehards, they're hyper committed to their solution. Yeah, like Apple versus Android. Yeah, they say once you go Apple, you never go back. There's some people, once they have used Apple, they have an Apple iPod, they have iBook, they have everything Apple. Yeah, and nothing you can say is gonna get them to shift. Yeah, and they would need a massive identity shift, like something catastrophic need to happen in Apple world for them to shift. Yeah, and the problem is a lot of us are selling to diehards. Yeah, they already have a solution. Yeah, as awesome as your offer may be to them and how much it could help them, they already have a solution. Okay. The second type of client is that the satisfied. Yeah, they're comfortable with their problem. Yeah, they're comfortable with their solution. Yeah, these are the kind of persons you see with those 3-button phone. Yeah, they have no need for Apple or even an Android. Yeah, they just want to click and go. Okay. And these people, they would need a major price and value incentive to buy. Okay. These are the persons who usually buy around like Black Friday, or this big promotional time. Yeah, they're really strategic with their purchase. Yeah. They don't really have much time to really, be spending money on things that they don't need any extra of. And the third type of clients are buyers are the frustrated. Yeah, and these are the people who you need to be selling to. Yeah, they are pissed off with their current problem and solution. Yeah. They're pissed off with their 3-button phone. And mostly they can be busy entrepreneurs who need to get more done than what their flip phone can do. And what they need major clarity to buy from. Then the word right there is major clarity to buy from you. Okay? So we need to find those frustrated because they're waiting for you. They need what you have to offer. Okay? And I want you to take a note of this. Yeah? Your dream client is someone who is frustrated with the existing problem or solution. Yeah, they value your work and they look forward to paying you. And they brag about how awesome your solution is to everyone they meet. Yeah. And before they had problems, now they have results. And they give you referrals as well. Yeah. And they have a fast sales cycle and a fast success path. And this means that, when they enroll because they're committed, they do the work, they're coachable, they shop and they get results quick. So this is your dream client. When you find this person, yeah, you know that this is a dream client. They're frustrated by their problem or the existing solution. They value your work and they look forward to paying you. And they brag about how awesome the solution that you give. Now, there's 2 things that we need to focus on. There's 2 areas that you would need to predominantly focus on. Yeah, when it comes to identifying your dream client. Okay? But before I continue, Darko, what's happening in the chat? Tell me what's happening in the chat.
Nenyang says, lol, the frustrated clients. And I want to add,
What's
yes,
that?
Nanyang says, love the frustrated clients. And I want also to agree that frustrated clients that are really clients, because they will do everything just to find the solution. I have experience with that kind of clients.
Yeah. Awesome. Is there anything else?
There was a previous sharing by Bernadette. She says, price is what you pay, value is what you get. It was from previous sharing.
Awesome, awesome. Well said.
Bernadette again says, frustrated clients is equal to a great niche.
What's that? I didn't hear the first part. What?
Frustrated clients equal a great niche. This is from Bernadette.
Wonderful. Awesome. And I love that word, a great niche. Okay, let's keep it going. So there's 2 areas that you need to focus on. Yeah, we're still constantly talking about your dream clients. And the first thing is demographic and psychographics. Yes, so I can imagine some of you may wonder, demographic, psychographic, what are you talking about? Yeah, I can remember in my first year of, I won't say business school, but I did a master's in entrepreneurship. And I came into that program as an engineer. So I didn't have much business, ethics or business sense. So when I started hearing these words, they were quite confused. Yeah, but I'm gonna break this down for you. Okay. So when we talk about demographics, yeah, we talk about gender, age, yeah, monthly income, job role, or location. Yeah. But the question is this all I know about you? Would you say I know you? Huh? No, I'll just know about you. Yeah? So while demographics is important, what's even more important is psychographics. And when we speak psychographics, and most of the coaches in here, these are things that we even worked around and work with. Yeah, we are now talking about their values. Yeah, what is important to this dream client of yours? What is important to you personally? Yeah, do they value family, relationship, connection? Do they value authenticity? Yeah, what are their values? What about their belief? What are their routines? How would they spend their evening? Yeah, on a busy day. What about their fears? What are some of the things that they're afraid of? What are their biggest dreams? And how do they identify? Like, what do they identify? What are their I am statements? Because these are psychographics. And when we start understanding our clients on this level, yeah, we start to get into a whole different conversation. This is a conversation that is happening on the inside. Okay, so I want you to focus on psychographics. Okay, so by understanding your dream client's psychographics, you'll be able to build rapport, influence, and connection. Yeah. Because that way, now you'll be able to speak the language that's inside of their head. And the thing is, you're never gonna guess your way into the hearts and the mind of your dream client. It's humanly impossible. Yeah, we don't have telekinesis where we can, we don't have that. That's not possible. We never guessed ourselves into the minds of our clients. Okay, so I want to think of someone you know close, yeah, someone you can really, really be silly with. And ask yourself, how did that happen? How did that happen? It could be anyone. Spend time with them. Yeah, you had conversations with them. And you got to know them. You asked them questions. You were interested in them. I can remember the first time I start, that's when I start dating. Yeah, I was so curious. Yeah, I'm always asking questions. Yeah, I'm sending messages. Yeah, and I'm sure the person you thought about, yeah, what it's not a romantic partner, just a friend. Yeah, you engage in conversations. And that's why in my Level Up to Launch program, the number one goal will be to get into more conversations than ever before. Yeah, so I want you to get into conversations. Yeah, by using the power of the interview. Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be an interview. It could just be where you just want to get to know somebody, like genuinely be interested in someone. Okay. And believe it or not, the most profitable websites, funnel ideas, offers come directly from people who provide the most value to the people it provides the most value to. Okay. So we need to have conversation. We need to use what we're already doing. We need to ask questions. Yeah, let me give you an example. Yeah, so Juju's a health coach, yeah, and she's a part of one of the masterminds that I'm a part of as well. Yeah, and her tagline is get back in shape and lose weight. So Juju went to interview one of her existing clients, and this is what she heard from that conversation. I hate the way I look, and I can't stand looking in the mirror. I feel so bloated, so ugly, and so not sexy. I honestly wish I could go back 10 years when I can fit in my high school jeans. Yeah, from one conversation. Yeah, that is what our clients are saying. Yeah, so now she changed her messaging from get back in shape and losing weight to do you avoid looking in the mirror, constantly feeling bloated and want to get back in your high school jeans? Let's chat. Which of these do you think is going to resonate most? Well, obviously, number two, yeah, that trick question, yeah. And after she realized this, yeah, she changed her offer as well. And she called her offer the high school jeans program, yeah, where she have a 1-year commitment, bi-weekly session and access to replay. And there's 2 retreat, 3 days at the beginning and at the end. And she also have a middle offer. Remember I told you about your iPhone 14 Plus Pro? Now she has an iPhone 14 Plus program where, you know, there's 7 months commitment, bi-weekly coaching, and a 3-day celebration to retreat. And then she also created her iPhone 14, which is just 3-month commitment and bi-weekly sessions. I want you to think about what you're already doing as a coach and how can you use your most transformational offer and create 3 different offers. You create that special menu. So when you communicate to your clients, they know what they're getting. And can you see how this position you not only as a coach, but also as a professional? Okay, so go talk to people. Okay, start engaging in more conversations. And this doesn't even apply just for coaching. It doesn't matter what area of business you're in. Yeah, you need to talk to your people. Whether you Zoom, WeChat, Messenger, going to a networking event, or just using emails to schedule a conversation. Yeah, you need to talk to people. Because if you don't talk to people, how would you know what they need? We need to stop helping and start serving. Yeah, like the waiter. Yeah, you go up to your client, you ask them, what do you need today, sir? What do you need today, ma'am? And they'll tell you. Yeah, and people are most often willing to help than you think. Okay. And I love this quote from my coach. He says that every opportunity you would ever have is on the other end of a conversation. Remember that. And usually what happens if you don't ask? Yeah. Limited possibilities. But when you ask, the possibilities become endless. Okay, ask and it should be given unto you. Come on, we gotta ask and we gotta ask and we're gonna ask again. Ask questions. Yeah. So the goal of your interviews is not to land clients. Yeah. I don't want you to be given any bait and switch. Yeah. The goal of these interviews is to discover profitable insights that can be turned into strategy that would lead to your next client. Okay. So the goal is for you to, 1, help that individual find clarity. Yeah. And 2, help yourself find clarity and have a deeper understanding of how you can serve best. Okay. So the goal of these interviews is not to get clients. There are these conversations, if you want to call them that. The goal is for you to grab these profitable insights, yeah, so that you can turn it into strategy that would lead to your next client. Okay. So what I want from you now, okay, write down the names of 10 people you can connect and interview in the next 72 hours. And these don't need to be dream clients, yeah? But I want you to write down 10 names. And unless we take action, we won't get it done. So right now, on your notebook, write down the name of 10 people. And these can be current clients, past clients, they can be influencers, experts, old friends, yeah, church friends. Yeah, just make a list. Family, I put an asterisk next to family because family can always be tricky. Yeah. It's like even up to this point, even when I try to explain to my mom what I do, she's still telling me I need to get a real job. The family can be quite tricky. But write down the name of 10 people.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live, free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.